The craziest thing, there's no skull. There's just a brain. The nurses go wild. They're like, she's bewitched.
How often do you see absent fathers in the wards?
Men are very simple.
That's one of the misconceptions about drips. That it's like for celebs and high-end people.
Oh.
So it's not just influencers. Maybe 2 weeks after I found out she was pregnant, it actually happened. I was like, right, we got to move.
Yeah.
First off. But I can tell you why.
So remember when she
Why?
was pregnant towards the end?
Just relax.
Any child can cry or scream, but your child, you can specifically hear that's my child crying.
If somebody's on ARVs, does that prevent you from getting AIDS?
So it depends on
HIV.
the viral load. So you can be married to someone and in a relationship with someone and they don't give you the virus.
Well, they got HIV light.
DK Wellness Clinic and IV Bar. We are here. We are going to be shooting mad things.
This is also to test if there's any like enlargement in your prostate.
Okay.
Pee into the cup,
Yeah.
then you stop,
Yeah.
then you continue to the toilet to the urinal.
Can I watch you do it so I know how to do
Not a chance, bro. Guys, welcome to the Load Shade podcast.
Wow.
As you can see, we are sitting in one of the coolest places ever. How cool is this studio?
Drip or John?
We getting that drip on.
Drip gang.
Yeah, and the greatest thing about today is we are continuing with our Women's Day feature this month.
Woo!
And what better way to also continue this journey with a professional nurse and midwife who's been running the show at this wonderful health clinic. It is Mbali Tshabalala, Sister Mbali Tshabalala. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you for welcoming me.
Right. So
This is so nice and lazy.
we'll
bro.
talk about the elephant in the room just now, the way we're sitting and what we've got here. But let's first talk about you. Why did you pursue what you're pursuing now? That is the main question.
Right.
So you're a midwife, and you had to study for this, and you're a professional nurse. What makes one choose this path,
Yeah,
particularly for you?
great question.
Sure. Okay, so I've actually always wanted to deliver babies.
Oh, eh?
Yeah, I was always into that. I loved. Yeah, I was always interested in where babies came from and how they got out and all of that. And in grade 9, you have to choose your subjects, and I chose them according to what I wanted to do. And in South Africa, for you to deliver babies, you have to be a midwife or an obstetrician, a gynecologist. Overseas, you can study just midwifery on its own. So I'm a professional nurse because I had to do the general nursing, I had to do psychiatry, I had to do public health like clinics, as well as then the midwifery as well. And then, I chose that. I went into it when I was 18. So the first
Sure.
time I saw anyone, I was 18.
Wow,
Yeah, I was about to turn 19 in the June.
sure.
And really in the hospital setting, I had never been in the private sector as a student or for healthcare, whatever it is.
Yo.
So it was like, yeah, it was very interesting and also shock to reality. Like,
So
Yeah.
the reality is real when it comes to private versus public healthcare, hey?
100%.
What-
It's
yeah, what
very
can you
it's very
tell
very
us?
different. So we train in the government sector, and I was at a hospital called Charlotte Maxeke. It's an academic hospital.
I know Charlotte.
Yeah, Charlotte is there's Baragwanath and Charlotte.
Joburg, yeah.
Joburg Jane, yeah.
And there's Helen.
There's Helen Joseph, but
Yeah.
the Joburg Jane and
This is impressive.
Baragwanath have, by the time you get to that hospital, if you have gangrene, like the whole leg is affected. Or if you have cancer stage 4
Is it
or
because of its
diabetes.
distance or what?
No, it's because of its level of care. So it's tertiary,
Speciality.
it's the
Oh,
speciality hospitals.
okay.
Yeah. So that's where all the nurses and the doctors are specialized. There's no junior doctors, I would say, that are being hired there. So it was really nice that I got to work with like professors and the best nurses in their game as well. And I think because I got to see things at its severity, I got to I'm now able to care for something that when it starts. So that's why we started this clinic.
Sure.
That we need to have early detection before we even get to that point. No one actually wants to get to that point. We shouldn't be using those hospitals so much.
Yeah.
We should only be using them for those few cases, but it seems like they are overloaded.
You know, that's the thing that people, I think, don't really know how hectic a public or a government hospital is until you've gone to one, until you need help.
In the line.
And the thing is, the human resource there also is under some serious pressure.
Yeah.
Because there's numbers of people.
Yeah.
And you guys are also humans, you know? And you got to help everybody, and it must take a toll, eh?
Yeah, 100%.
Yo.
So just to fill on that, sometimes it takes people days to get to the hospital for help.
It's crazy.
You know, because in South Africa, we have a lot of remote villages and that sort of thing where people have to leave home, take a taxi, change taxis, take another taxi. Sometimes people take
walk.
3, 4. Exactly. Some people even walk. Like recently, I saw this video that went viral on Instagram. I don't know if you've seen it, but this lady was pregnant and she vlogged, come with me for my checkup.
Yeah.
And she left the house, right? And she has to leave at the crack of dawn. She said that she has to take a certain path because of the muddy road. She can't afford to slip, right? She had to take a certain path. She got to the bottom of the bank where a boat waited for her. And there was a lady who runs this, this boat. And it's not like a motorboat. It's like I got to paddle you across the river.
Gosh.
She paddles across the river, right? Has to climb this bank that's slopey and wet, right? She said that's the most stressful part of the journey. When she gets there, she walks like another 15 Ks, right? Till she gets to the first stop. She gets to the first stop and that takes her into the town. From the town, she has to take now a taxi that's going to bring her to the next town where the big hospital is, where she has her appointment. And it brings her to the next town.
Journey, eh?
Yeah.
Basically, and then she takes a taxi from that town into the hospital.
Yeah.
So in South Africa, healthcare, what I'm trying to summarize is that it's not as accessible to the everyday South African.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost as though it's a privilege.
Yes, and
you know?
it shouldn't be.
Exactly.
It really shouldn't be. So that's, I think, like God put me through different journeys for a reason. Because as I'm saying, I started when I was 18. And I'm not too sure why, but like I failed 3 times.
Sure.
So I was in the hospital setting for 7 years. Most students are only in there, nursing students are only in there for 4 years. So during the time which I was repeating, I would ask to work in places where I can either put up the jobs, which is casualty. So I spent a whole year as a student in casualty. And if you're a student, you do literally everything. If they say to you, put up a job, put up a catheter, whatever that you need to do, you do it.
Catheter.
I'm with you, yeah.
Is it not awkward? Because it's quite an intrusive
It is.
device.
Yes.
Can you explain to us what it actually is and how it's attached?
Okay, so insertion of a catheter is like a basic skill for a registered nurse and a doctor.
Yeah.
It's like putting up a drop. We should all be able to do that. So I actually worked in a urology clinic at Charlotte. It's 456. I'll never forget that place. And the men and women that were coming there they live with catheters. So a catheter is a tube that we put into your bladder. So it goes through your urethra.
Can we just pause for a second? Dan said he's struggling with them speaking.
Sorry, Mbali. Yes, carry on.
Okay.
What is a catheter?
Okay, so
A catheter.
yeah,
Okay, we're gonna have to take that other part out because that was bad.
Not.
That is bad.
It's made from silicone. It's a device that they insert into your urethra. So urethra is the hole that you see
Yes.
as men, and as females, it's not very easy to find that hole.
It's crazy.
Yes, because it's wrapped in there. It's cushioned in there. But we have an eye for it. You end up like being able to see it, and with the training and everything like that. So with the females, their urethra is only about 5 centimeters long, but with the guys, it's quite long, like more than 15 centimeters. So the tube has to go all the way in, into the bladder, and then we put a little bit of water to anchor the tube because it can slip out because it's well lubricated. Then it sits there to collect the urine. So for someone who is incontinent, which means that they cannot control their sphincters, so the urine just pours out, as we were talking just now about what if you have
Holding it.
prostate,
Yes,
if you have
holding
to
it.
being able to hold your urine. So some people are not able to do that. So this I was asking you guys to please do that so we can see if you're able to. Sometimes you're just old. Age also plays
Sure.
a huge factor. So most of the people that we're seeing were above 60, male and female, and they live with this catheter. It just gets changed regularly.
Oh, hectic. So it's a
Yeah.
day to day.
Yes, some people, you think someone is in a suit, but they actually have the bag wrapped around their leg. There's even like a way that we secured on your leg. Then they just go to the bathroom and empty it and teach them how to empty it and everything.
Crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of patients with like kidney failure as well.
Kidney failure, yes.
They've got to use
But they're
those.
really getting they're getting dialysis and everything like that.
Oh.
So it has nothing necessary to do with the bladder. Well, with renal failure, you're still able to either you're not making enough urine or you're making too much urine, or so your kidneys are not functioning properly,
Sure,
not detoxifying you properly. But when you have a bladder issue and the whole urogenital issue, then that's when you'd need the catheter.
Sure.
Yeah, because you're not able to hold in the urine. Or if you're going for theatre, so for example,
Yeah.
you're going for a procedure and it's quite long,
Yeah.
then we have that catheter there so that you don't pee on yourself or you don't wake up in
Is
your
it-
own urine.
It's painful though.
It is uncomfortable.
It's basically if you can't do it, it helps you. It helps. with this.
Helps you do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Less embarrassing as well, so you'd rather have it there.
Just rather have it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about midwifery. Midwifery.
Midwifery.
Yeah, midwifery. Yeah,
Midwifery.
the way you
Midwifery,
said
yeah.
it. Yeah.
That's what I
Midwifery.
studied to be a midwife.
Yes.
So you're a midwife.
Yes.
Yes. So
Main wife, midwife.
what,
It has
what did you
nothing
put
to
in
do
these
about
things?
being a wife.
What did you put in these things?
Happy
It's
juice.
still running properly. Yeah.
Happy
So
juice.
I'm a recent dad, so
Nice.
Congrats.
when we so
Clearly not parents.
when we went to prenatal classes,
Yes.
I met what they call a midwife. I had no idea what it was, and I would like to know for those guys who are being busy and are about to be mothers and fathers, what is a midwife?
Can I just say firstly, congratulations for going to prenatal classes.
Thank
Really
you.
proud of you
Thanks.
that you wanted to be informed about
Shout
what's
out,
going to
shout out.
happen.
Take. Take.
Yeah. So being a midwife, the word midwife is with women. That's what it actually means.
Sure.
So a midwife is someone who takes care of women in their women's health. So you find midwives in different places. You might find a midwife in what is called like the female ward, where if you have got cysts or fibroids, or maybe there's an issue with the uterus, or anything down there, then that we would be working with the doctor in that situation because it would be a gynecology. And then with obstetrics, it's different in the private sector and the government sector. So in the government sector, the midwives take the lead when it comes to women's health in pregnancy. So you first see a midwife and you're seen to by her or him. It's called an accoucheur if you're a man.
Accoucheur, what is that?
It's a male midwife.
It's like a male. What?
You can't call him a midwife.
Yes.
So what do you call a male nurse? Is it a nurse?
It's a nurse.
Yeah, but
So
what,
all
both nurses.
nurses.
what language is accoucheur?
What they
I
like
think it's
misters.
Latin.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
So you
a
see
lot of the
accoucheur.
words in midwifery are
What is
Latin.
what business does a male have?
It's like a gynecologist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So remember, the gynecologist or any doctor,
Yeah.
right? They don't actually spend time with you in the hospital, and you can agree when
yes.
you went to go.
Yes. In out.
You're with a doctor in each appointment,
Yes.
but when it comes to you being admitted, your doctor's not going to be there.
No.
I'm yet to see a doctor admitting a patient. They don't do that.
Would you
Yes.
feel awkward if your wife's midwife was a guy?
But
Well-
if your
well, first
wife's
finish-
gynecologist is a guy,
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
it's still
Chuck.
the same thing.
Yeah, would you?
Yeah, a little bit.
What's the difference between a male midwife and a male doctor?
Oh, bro.
A male gynecologist.
Yeah, a male gynecologist and a male midwife. They're doing the same thing.
Hey, but bro. How do you? Did you have that experience? Because you've been there.
No, I didn't have that.
Oh,
Your
they were-
gynecologist was female.
Yes.
Okay, then that's fine.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
that's absolutely fine.
That's calm.
So you want
I'm
so
happy.
it
That's how we'll
doesn't
have it.
matter what
That's
job
how it
title
should
it
be.
is.
Exactly
It's
how we're
more the
gonna have
gender.
That's how it should be. Yeah.
It's not the
that's
job title, it's the gender.
No, it's just. Is it not awkward for the ladies as well?
No,
'Cause
they
now
actually.
you-
I feel that the men are far more gentle because they don't.
Yeah. Now,
they-
why are you being gentle with my wife, bro? Relax, eh? Hey.
No.
Not like that.
No.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
So
So a
midwife is
No.
not just for babies, for baby
It's not
delivery.
just for pregnancy
I
and
didn't
baby
know that.
delivery.
I didn't know
Okay.
that.
So we also do gynecological care. So for example, even here at DK Wellness, we will do pap smears if you need to get that area checked. Some people do have growths and tags that could prevent them from giving birth and need those things to be monitored. You can't always afford a doctor to do that. Gynecologists have studied a lot, and that's why their pricing is where it is. I don't. In the private sector, I don't deem anyone as expensive because they know what they had to do or to study or to invest in for them to put that pricing that way. But in the government sector, it is free. It's from our government. It's just that I feel it's not really well managed because I'm not even going to say a name, but one of the politicians in the 90s said anyone can go to any healthcare facility. But you can't just go to any healthcare facility. If you have a cough, you can't be going to Charlotte or your King Edwards or your Tygerbergs. Like you can't go to the tertiary hospitals in any province. If you have a cough, you first go to the clinic, then they will refer you to where you need to. So you're finding a lot of people going to the hospital, but they don't have referral letters and whatever it is. And then they say, I wasn't helped. But we can't, the level of care, the professor's there to see someone at a stage 4 of whatever that's wrong with them. They also understand that you're supposed to also be seen by a nurse or a lower ranking qualification
Sure.
who's able to actually handle the situation. Yeah.
What are some of the most crazy experiences you've had as a midwife, and particularly, because we spoke about this off air, where I was like, you do get stories in the news of babies being dumped in a bin and stuff like that, and
Long drops.
yeah, long drops, and what are some of the experiences you've had? Because obviously, part of your training, you will have to go to certain areas that do these things.
Okay, so as I say, I was privileged enough to be in the private government sector, and then I also went to the rural area. I did my ComServe in Gaza. No one knows where that is. I don't even know where that was.
I don't even know. I
Yeah,
can't
it's in
point that out.
KZN past Ulundi. It's like 35 kilometers deeper into Ulundi.
Yo.
And that's when I got to witness like women having to walk to get to me
Yeah.
just for care. Some people the baby would die while she's trying to get to the hospital.
Crazy.
So the craziest thing that I saw was actually was at that hospital, and there was a lady. She was probably like, she was in her 50s. She felt pregnant. She didn't know she was pregnant.
Possible.
Sorry, I'm also just looking at your job there. It's almost done. She felt pregnant, had a bit of antenatal care, not too much because she couldn't access the hospital. She started feeling the pain, which I don't like the word pain. She started feeling labor contractions. And then she came to the hospital, and the baby, when we checked on the scan, the baby we'd lost the baby, but we still need to deliver the baby.
Now that must be hectic.
Yeah.
That must be hectic.
Yeah.
The baby's
So-
already gone.
And the
Do you
rule-
inform the patient?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to tell
We
her.
talk. As we doing the checks and everything. That's how even when we're off air and you're like, why are you so serious?
Yeah.
Thing is, if I come in with an energy that's too upbeat, and then we end up having something devastating, so I need to be neutral. So
Yeah.
if the
get you.
results are up, then we can change the emotion.
Sure.
But if they're down, I can also come down with you. Yeah. With
That's
it.
that's incredible.
Yeah.
Because
So
it's such a hard thing to actually do. It's like I always struggle with that. It's like managing your emotions in the
Yeah.
different rooms and spaces you go
Yeah,
to.
you have to
Because
be
you know
sorry.
I'm quite boisterous, I'm loud, I like laughing. Then sometimes you've got to be in a serious space. Like when we were getting that test earlier, I was a bit stressed, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I was fine.
Yeah. You have to
Finish.
self-regulate a little.
was
Yeah,
fine, bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now she knows that's okay, her baby. But she also wasn't, I think to a certain extent, she didn't know she was pregnant. So it was like she didn't bond with the baby per se.
She didn't know.
Yeah.
How old was the baby?
It was a couple of weeks. Only got to about 4, was it? How many weeks is that? That's 28 weeks. That's about 6 months.
So you can be pregnant for 6 months and not know that you're pregnant.
100%.
What is kicking in your stomach?
I knew someone as well.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if she was
But you
spicy
only
or not,
start
but
to
yeah.
feel movements properly,
Same.
especially if you
Same.
like if you're a little bit plus size, you're not going to feel the movements as well as someone who's like
Oh, it's just your bowel. Whatever.
It's your
that's
meat.
kicking.
yeah.
Oh,
So that's
wow.
You're thinking it's the chicken licking from last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Young man
Wow.
kicking out.
so guys,
Yeah.
I really need to stop that.
Oh,
Yeah. Just 2 seconds.
how come his hasn't moved?
I think I put it just a little bit slower. So one of you guys.
You fluided me.
Yo.
Okay. Are you happy to have it in throughout the part or can I take it out?
No, you can have it in.
Okay.
But you had to stop it there.
Yeah, I've stopped it, but let's just take it out so it looks
Okay.
too comfy.
There you go. So I'm done.
You're done.
You done, bro? How did you feel?
Feels cool. I felt a little bit of coldness as well.
I've got a weird taste in my mouth.
Like
I'm not
a
gonna lie.
metallic
Yeah, I don't know what you put in his drip, but can you see him? That is sore.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why is it that sore?
yo, that's an ugly needle, bro. Yo, that looks like it was
Okay, then
deep.
just that for about 30 seconds.
It's so hard to see this, bro. I feel alive. Yeah, mine's still going.
Yeah, so we can continue.
Because you have a metallic taste, so that's why I slowed it down a bit. Otherwise, you might get nauseous.
Jeez.
Me?
I'll drive us.
Yeah, if I make it any faster, because you're tasting it in your mouth.
Yeah, I can taste it.
Yeah.
Tastes like I ate
Thank you,
it.
Doc.
Are you fine?
Please finish your story about the
lady.
The lady, yeah.
So,
50-year-old.
yeah, in her 50s.
Do I call it a miscarriage?
Yes, it would have been a miscarriage.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes. So yeah, that terminology is different. If the medical world, it sounds so horrible, but we call it an abortion. It's either spontaneous or non-spontaneous. People just associate that word with you going to go,
A
your
clinic.
baby, and it's like no,
Yeah.
there are medical reasons for
Sure.
terminations and everything like
Yeah.
that. But yeah, so this lady now she's the baby is breech, and breech meaning that it's coming bum first.
Yes.
Right? So I then ask the advanced midwife that we're working with that, can I kindly, so this is some of the weird things we do as medical professionals, that if we see something that's unique that we want to participate, so we can
really?
also learn and everything. So I said, can I kindly do the breech presentation, because it's a skill that you need to know, but you have to have an advanced midwife with you. So she's like, okay, no, that's fine. Let me assess so that I can make sure that you know what you're doing, because you're comm server as well. So the baby's coming, and so with yes, your question.
Does the baby? How is the baby? Because the baby's obviously not alive. Yeah.
Yes.
How does she still go into labor?
Yeah, we still have to. She has to
You
give
induce
birth.
it?
Yeah,
Oh.
she still has, but she was already feeling the pain. So what we did was augmentation, which was to just speed up and make the contractions a little bit stronger.
Sure.
It's not a very comfortable.
Yeah. Can imagine.
Especially if you know.
Yeah, so psychologically, she's
You're
already
already,
like, not in the right place. And now we're putting on more pain for her. So she's most of the time very, very distressed. But with a good midwife, calmness, kindness, you just always reassure her. If she can have someone with her, like her partner or her mom or whoever, then that person can be there. So we deliver the baby. So you don't have to push the baby out usually with the breech. Or with breech, you just follow your body, like the contractions push the baby out. So the baby's coming out and I'm supporting as I'm supposed to. Baby's coming on. And the part of the procedure is that you have to go and find the mouth and then lift the baby up. So the head like kind of turns in and then out again. But as I'm doing that, I could feel that something's a little different. And it wasn't a macerated baby, because a baby that's considered macerated is any loss after 24 hours. After 24 hours, the body starts to break it down. So you see the skin would be a little funny, anything like that. But then the baby comes out. But as the baby's coming out, I realize that there's no skull. there's just a brain. It's called encephaly. So this part, the skull wasn't there. So I'm in the rural area. So the nurses go wild. They're like, she's bewitched. Like, it was a big thing. Like, Tshabalala, like, why are you still holding the baby? I'm like, I still need to help her. Like, they were panicking. I'm like, but we still need to continue. Like, I can't make her feel weird about this. So they run off. Like, so there was a little, like, in the office, you could see us. There was a little crack that was open. They could see me there. And they're like, okay, if you're fine, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. So the baby ends up coming out. I don't show the mom because she's going to be traumatized. As I'm saying, we're in the rural area. So this
How
is
are
like
you feeling now?
Like I was anxious because it's like, whoa, this is different. I saw it in like at varsity and textbooks and stuff, but I'd never seen it in real life that like babies can actually so there's a lot of abnormalities.
Like morphed.
Yeah.
So like it's got up to where?
Yeah, it's got the brows, the eyes, the nose, the mouth, but then the skull is it just never developed. So that's why the baby couldn't actually live for any longer. It had no skull. Some of those babies are born alive and they usually don't make it too long after birth.
So sad.
Yeah. Then had to wrap the baby up and then I told her what happened and asked if she wanted to see. And she was like, no, it's fine. I'm happy with what you showed me.
And
do they wrap the baby?
Do they give a name to the baby even though?
Yeah, so if you want to, you are allowed to take the baby and have a funeral or whatever it is that you want to do for your baby. You are allowed to do that. But those are the things that's what happens if you don't have good antenatal care because it's folic acid that does that. So when the baby is developing, the cells are in a ball, which is a zygote. I don't know if everyone knows about that, but in biology, you learn that the two cells fuse, divides, it's in a ball, then it goes into a tube. Then the one end is going to be your head, the other end is going to be the bottom. So if those tubes don't close and fuse, then you have an issue like that. And it's folic acid that does that. So those prenatal vitamins are extremely important.
Those could have obviously assisted her.
So that's when the midwife comes in. And that's how I was saying, so I'm so proud of you for doing the prenatal classes. I think we're privileged so we can, but a lot of people don't actually have access to that information. They don't have access to the actual medication itself. It's not even medication, it's just vitamins. You can get it in your foods like your spinach, your leafy greens and all of that. But it's also another thing, can you afford?
Prego Mama, whatever.
Prego Mama is a brand that does antenatal. But that's really also pricey.
Yes.
I think it can spend up to 400 Rand just on those vitamins.
Guys,
yeah.
Speaking of which, let's also talk about this. How often do you see absent fathers in the wards?
Now that's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is it just normal now for you guys, or does it affect anybody?
Yeah, so I think also time is definitely privilege because I don't think some of the dads don't want to be there.
Yes.
Some are genuinely working. Like if you're working for a construction company or you're a miner, because that's the nice thing about the government sector. You get to deliver babies of the nobody, and they are at work or they are trying. This is going to make like these men seem like so horrible, but some of them have rejected the pregnancy.
Meaning?
That they are denying it. They don't want to be involved. This lady's here by herself. Like it's her and this baby. She doesn't even know this baby. She doesn't know this person. But she needs, I'm saying she's pregnant. No one knows the baby.
Oh, she doesn't know the baby, but it's not like she doesn't know the dad.
Yes, you know the dad, but you're supposed to be in this together because you both don't know this child that's coming through.
Yes.
You need to raise this child together. Make sure it's a good person that can be with other people and, just be a decent person. So that absent person being the father is a very big, affects the woman quite heavily. And a child as well. So as I say, in the rural area when I was in Gaza, so can I just
get his drip now?
Get his drip off.
Oh, we were getting juicy there. How are you feeling?
I'm good. What?
I don't know what they put in his drip, bro. Hey, look at him.
What's wrong?
Look at his eyes. They're all puffy.
Yeah, I'm good. What?
No.
Oh,
We're fine.
Sister.
It's like this. You guys are just doing this to each other.
He's doing it to me.
No,
Doing
seriously.
it to me. I'm fine.
Seriously.
I'm absolutely
What's
fine.
happening to your eyes, though?
What color are they?
Are they default? was just like, did he expect Hazel?
One side.
Joe, that is sore, bro.
I told you, it's worse when it comes out than when it goes in.
And then just press it for 30 seconds.
Oh, that was sore. But I feel good, bro.
But yeah, and the rural hospital was nice because everyone would feed everyone. Like if you didn't have a visitor, the visitor next door would give you something. It was a very beautiful community. Private sector, I've been able to also see that as well, where there's a bit of absenteeism. Some women are just there by themselves. But you'll find that at the birthing center, it would be a sportsman's wife. So he's playing somewhere.
Yes.
Not that he doesn't want to be here. Or there's a company that they're running somewhere else, but she wants to deliver specifically at this unit. So, yeah, I think it is getting a bit better because I think there are some social constructs that we need to kind of either break down or modify. I do think that we should change. Men should be present and watch and see everything. If you're a childish man, then you'll think, oh, my wife, she's changed or whatever it is. But the body is so awesome. It goes back to place.
It does. It's an incredible thing to see from start to finish.
Yeah.
A heartbeat.
Yeah.
This thing grows. Your wife gets big, her nose gets big, her ears get big, and then all of a sudden it goes out. I expected her to still have like a pregnancy tummy, but it all comes back together.
How long after does it disappear?
Dude, it was probably like, well, it also depends on the type of pregnancy you have.
And how you took care of yourself as well.
Yes, so no, she was good.
If before you fall pregnant, you're healthy, afterwards it's gonna be easy for you to recover. But if you already, for example, if you weren't happy with your weight, which is literally every woman, we're never happy, even if we look really good. You know, there's always something to do. But if she's been like super fit, working out, eating well, she's lean, the chance of her going back to like literally within 6 weeks.
Some of them who like are fitness freaks, they can squat and do that with the baby there.
I've seen that.
Straight up, they can give a natural birth easily.
Yeah.
And then they're back to normal days later, hundreds. So
the ladies who we discharge at the government hospital, they have to walk back home or they have to take a taxi or whatever it is. So if you're able to then give birth, and in the government sector, after 6 hours, you're discharged because according to the World Health Organization, that you should be fine, if you're clinically fine. By 6 hours, you go home. So they're holding this baby, whether they have private transport or whatever it is, they already have to try to get home. So as I'm saying, privilege does something as well. We're not saying that everyone in the private sector is like, oh, I'm helpless. No, some women are like, I can do this. They're going to try to do the natural. But then I think the ability to afford comfort will make you do certain things.
Sure.
True.
Yeah.
Sorry, before we move on.
Yeah.
What can men who are expecting with their partners, whether they're married or not, what can men do that are to support their partners who are with child?
Okay. So as I said, that we don't know the baby, right? So that's why she's just as anxious. And the baby is growing inside her. She is the mother. She will definitely be primary carer and know what to do for the baby. But she was never going to have this baby without you. So 50% of this whole situation is also your responsibility. So from pre-pregnancy, I think disclose if you want to have a child or not. Like make that heard. If you don't want to have
from the talking
children,
stage.
yeah, just make it clear that you don't want to have kids.
Sure.
So because that I think makes the biggest difference. Because when you see in pregnancy, he didn't want to have a child. So why and men are very simple. If you guys have said, I don't want to do something, you're not going to do it. It doesn't matter how pretty you can be or what you can do, anything that you want to do. But if a man has decided on something, that's what he's doing. So that's a very important question. Then you guys can either be on contraceptives or not, be supportive of that and each other. And in the pregnancy part of it, be present at every appointment, at as many appointments as possible. It's 2024, video call, something, anything. Just be present, ask her how she's doing. If you can't afford to get her the food that she needs, you can use Google, like not just for other things. You can ask like what vitamins are important for someone who's pregnant. And they'll give you a whole long list. There are antenatal classes that are available online as well if you guys don't want to, or if you can't get to a midwife or a doctor. The doctors don't do antenatal classes, but if you're needing that, I know Joburg is quite infested with midwives and birthing units and all of that. Durban is coming up a little bit. We have Cheryl Births, we've got Grace Birthing Center. They all do a kind of model that will assist a woman. It's woman-led. So I think men can participate in that. And then when the baby is born as well, like she needs to sleep. She's been pregnant for the past 9 months. She's been carrying a human being. What you're holding in your hands, she's been building that for the past couple of months. So she's tired. She's exhausted. And there's a part in your brain called the pituitary gland that really creates hormones. So your estrogen, your progesterone, those are released for the mom to bond with her baby. So when the baby cries, it like stings in her. You probably have felt that with your own child. Any child can cry. Any child can cry or scream. But your child, you can specifically hear that's my child crying. So it's the same thing for them. So when they hear the baby cry, they're like, what do I need to do? Her brain just spirals. And she's had hormones in her at a heightened level, which is progesterone and estrogen, that are now starting to come down. And it takes about 6 weeks. Yes, she is going to be slightly crazy. It's a very bad word.
Slightly.
But she will be a little agitated. She's instinctive. She's like a lioness. What lions do, what we do, what dolphins do, it's being a mammal. Yeah. So if you're gonna speak to her, she's gonna be like on alert and sharp because she's taking care of this human now. It's like the pregnancy was there to develop that in her. The only thing that you have to prepare you is a growing abdomen. That's it. She feels the kicks. She gets the insomnia. I'm sure you saw towards the end of the pregnancy. She wasn't sleeping. It's not because she didn't want to. Her body was preparing her for the sleepless nights. So
That's crazy.
And that's how you also, as a dad, get a dad bod.
yeah.
You actually pick up
Really?
pounds.
Get
Yes.
very emotional. Towards the end, you guys want to fix everything.
Yeah.
You want to renovate. You want to paint.
Make sure that, hey,
the nest is perfect.
You know, hey, no, the stairs are not looking good.
My cousin's doing that right now. Like I asked him last weekend because his wife's, well, by the time this drops, she would have probably given birth. But I'm like, what are you doing for the weekend? He's like, no, I'm painting. I'm redoing the room.
Yes.
We're putting this portrait on the wall, and then we've got a cot that I'm gonna install, and I want to put
Gotta make
floating
sure,
shelves
boy.
so we can put the bots. I'm like, bro, what? Just take it. He's like, no, we got to do that. We got to do this and that.
Listen,
I'm like,
you also get into it.
Yeah, I remember
in.
it happened to me. Maybe 2 weeks after I found out she was pregnant, it actually happened. I was like, right, we got to move.
Yeah.
First off,
It's not the right
I was
place.
like, we got to move. We don't. This place where we're living is not going to work. We need more bedrooms. We need this and this and this. We got to move.
Yeah.
And then when I get there, I'm like, all right, this has got to move. And I'm like,
It's an actual thing. It's called
going mad.
nesting. It's an actual thing. It's the hormone
Madness.
prolactin.
Yo, and he's sending me pictures, bro. Like the whole time he's like,
Telling
what do you
you.
think of this wall?
Yeah.
Do you think this
check out this wallpaper.
Then he's like, dude, look at this thing. I just installed this mobile bathtub. I'm like, bro, I'm still at my early stages.
And the exciting part is when you start looking at nanny cams because it's all
Yes.
gadgets.
Now it's gadgets.
Yes,
now.
yes. So if you can afford the gadgets and you feel that you need them,
Yeah.
go for it. But you actually just need you.
But
Thank
if anything, I've seen from people having a kid and stuff, support and the support structure are the most important things.
100%.
And I feel like a lot of women don't often get that, and we've touched on that.
Yeah.
And that could change so much more.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
if there was a proper support structure and
Yes.
just someone who's going to pick you up after you've given birth. Like,
Yeah.
Let's
She
go
just
home.
needs to sleep. If there's one thing she needs to do, she needs to take a shower, she needs to eat, she needs to sleep.
yeah.
So if you're at work during the day, it's maternity leave,
Yeah.
or if she's unemployed or she's a housewife,
Yeah.
or whatever it is, she has time with the baby. But at
Sure.
night, everyone wants to sleep at night. There's not a single person. So you go on night shift. Maybe she works from 8 or not works. Now we're making it sound bad. But she's with the baby from 8 to like 10 or whatever. You sleep from that 8 to 12. Then from 12 to about 3 or 4, you take that
In the morning.
in the morning.
Have you done that?
Never.
Yeah, so that's when the baby's awake.
Yeah, but I can tell you why.
So remember when she was
Why?
pregnant towards the end?
Just relax.
Sorry. So towards the end in a pregnancy, she used to wake up between
Yes.
11 and 4 o'clock.
Yes.
And that's the baby's waking up time. They are awake. They want to goo. They want to
They
go.
wanna
They
do
want to be
stuff.
cute.
Yes.
At from 11 till 4. I don't know why.
11 p.m.
Yeah.
4 a.m.
Yes, that's why in the hospital setting, I also work night shifts specifically because I knew that the babies are awake because I was in postnatal. The moms want to sleep. I only brought the baby for suckle, and then took the baby away. And then she could sleep. That's what
Have
you
you ever
need to
given
do.
the wrong baby to the wrong mom?
No.
That doesn't happen.
No,
Doesn't happen,
You have to
can't
check tags.
Yeah, there's
You gotta
check
check
tags.
tags.
Yeah. No, you check all the time.
That's a stressful one.
Crazy. Yeah.
Tag the file. You put there. You ask
Yeah.
them, what's your
Make
name? What's your
sure.
ID number? What's your this?
Yeah,
check.
you
You
gotta
check.
make sure.
Check.
Yeah, it's
She's like, it's my
Yo.
baby. I'm like, I know, but I just need to make sure.
Make sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about this wellness clinic.
Yeah.
Right. What is wellness? What actually is it? And I see that they are popping up. We've just had an amazing drip. We've done a cool health check as well, which was quite important. So, what is it?
Okay. So wellness is diverse. You can get mental wellness, physical wellness, which is what we focus on. You can get spiritual wellness. So it's quite diverse. So we focus specifically on your physical wellness, and it's in the name. It's how well are you. So we only seem to seek healthcare if there's something wrong. So only when you're feeling pain, then you're like, hey, something's wrong. But pain can be caused by anything, right? So if you don't know how your health is, for example, we did our blood pressures now. You guys know you're normal. If you have to now go somewhere else and do your blood pressure and they say it's 146/100, you'll say, but that's not my normal.
Wait a second. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll know that's not your normal. So a lot of people are being put on medication because of just a reading, but you can get what is called white collar or white coat readings because you're at a hospital or a healthcare facility. It may get you scared and your blood pressure goes up. It happened, well, my dad went to a hospital. He wanted to just go check his blood pressure because he's quite also, I've gotten him into his wellness as
really?
well.
Yeah.
And he's a 63-year-old man, right? So they get irritated very easily. So they were not understanding what he wanted to do. It's like, I just want to check my blood pressure. Like, no, sir, you need to go register. So he started getting a bit frustrated. By the time they did his blood pressure,
High.
it was so high. They're like, no, sir, you're 63, you have to go on medication. He's like, that's not my normal. So a lot of people are being put on medication wrongfully, where there are other ways that are non-pharmacological in order to treat something. So now that we know our normal and you check it every year, because as I said, age also plays a factor. Once you come at a certain age, you have to check it at least every 3 months, especially your blood pressure. We spoke about our urine as well. People don't know what is normal or isn't normal, or how it should smell or shouldn't smell, or how they should be peeing or not. So we did so you holding on your urine is a Kegel. It's a Kegel exercise. If you do that all the time, then it helps with the flow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you must
So these are
pee,
things,
stop. Pee,
yeah, just
stop.
to help with the flow.
Oh, hectic.
So these are things that we obviously don't know, and for me, it's almost like a wellness clinic. At first, you think of it as like insurance.
Yes.
You don't really see the insurance. You don't think about insurance until you lose something or you get into an accident. And that's actually what we should be doing in wellness clinics, is like, just prepare yourself, prevent certain things while you can, like put the seatbelt on.
Yes.
Is that what
That's
this
what
is?
it is. It's put
That's
on
a
the
nice
seatbelt.
analogy. Put
Yeah.
the seatbelt on.
Yeah,
That
it's
is a
almost like
very
just put the
amazing
seatbelt on
analogy.
because
Love
it's
it.
actually
I'm
going to
using
happen.
Taking that.
And we always listen. For me, I'm just speaking for myself here. We always listen to what the health advice is, and we see it on the social media, but we always do it in certain months of the year. It's January and December.
Sure.
But actually the message should be the same the whole time.
Agreed.
So I liked actually having a wellness check today. I think more people should do one.
Because it also comes with the questions as well. Like
Yeah.
for you to do your family history, like, are there any diseases at home? Like, do you know if cancer is a thing in your family, or diabetes or hypertension? Because it makes you more prone. So you'll live a lifestyle that will prevent that from happening.
Yeah.
So like, so I was saying, do the family history, medical history, your allergies, your blood group, A lot of people don't know such basic things. You can get into a car accident, so we need to give you a blood transfusion.
Problem.
That delays things. You know?
You spot on. And with that comes like more. It's almost like you don't want to Google your symptoms sometimes.
No, that's the one thing you don't want to do. You'll have stage 4 cancer, you're dying tomorrow.
You don't want to Google your symptoms.
Tonight I'm going.
Yes.
That's
So
what I've, you know, with Google symptoms, those things stress you out. You'll have a rash and you Google it, it's going to say gonorrhea.
Exactly.
Say how? I haven't had sex. Well, how?
So just get yourself to one. But what about like medical aid? Does it cover preventative healthcare?
Yes, so medical aid would cover something like this. That's why they have Vitality. Some of them, that's Discovery. But some medical aids do cover that basic. It's just that people don't know. People think they should only use their medical aid. You pay money every single month to only use it when you need it, which might actually be never for some people.
Yes, but you can actually use it for wellness.
Yes,
Wow.
you can.
I didn't know.
I want to touch on something back in the healthcare system and working. HIV has honestly become like a crisis almost. Like a lot of people in the more African countries, I'd say now, and now we're starting to see it much more in other countries. Am I right? Are there ways other than contraception? Not contraception. What do you?
Contraceptives?
No, like condoms. What do you call them?
Yeah, prevention.
Prevention techniques. If you're exposed to HIV, what then?
Okay, so the HIV's come a very long way. Since we were first noted in, I think it was in the 80s. I think it was 2003, 2005, they initiated the ARVs, which then there's no cure for HIV. There's studies here and there. They're constantly working on it, and you'll hear something. But if it hasn't been approved by anyone, don't listen to anything.
Sure.
Or like big companies, they have to approve it. So there's something called PrEP. So that is for people that know they are going to be exposed. So if you know your lifestyle, you're practically taking these ARVs every single day.
Or like a vitamin.
Like a vitamin, yeah. So that you don't get the virus. So for example, people that are, they're called sex workers, hey?
Yeah.
Sex workers, porn stars, all of that.
Yeah, that whole vibe. So they need the preventative. But then if, let's say, you don't trust your partner, so you can take, as you're saying, as we call them vitamins, as well, even for children. Say, no, you're having your vitamins.
Sure.
Yeah, so that they don't feel, Then, so it's called PrEP, and you take it for 28 days if you've been exposed. So I'm a healthcare professional. If any of us get exposed, however, through a needle prick or whatever is, then you take the medication for 28 days, and it should be taken within 72 hours of exposure. Then it will prevent the virus from attaching to your cells and then replicating itself.
That's PrEP.
That's PrEP.
That's PrEP, yeah. It's PEP and PrEP. So PEP is post-exposure, and then PrEP is pre-exposure. So as I was saying, if you're someone that knows you're going to be exposed, you're taking it all the time already. But if now...
Is it healthy though? I mean, to take it on a day-to-day basis, like, aren't there like side effects if you're taking it every day?
There are definitely side effects, but not everyone reacts the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are people that are on ARVs and look healthier than most of us. Yeah. And they are fine. They've narrowed it down from 3 tablets just to 1. Yeah. Now there's a tablet that they're thinking of making or they're in the process of making it where you can take it. I think it's like once every 3 months, or there's going to be a little bigger duration in time.
So if somebody's on ARVs, I'm asking a very stupid question.
No, there's no such thing.
Right?
We said that. Yeah.
If somebody's on ARVs and you have unprotected sex with them, does that prevent you from getting AIDS?
So it depends on the viral load.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the viral load is the amount of copies that are present in that person's body.
Sure.
So now we actually have quite a high number of people that are HIV positive, but we cannot detect the virus. So you can be married to someone and in a relationship with someone, and they don't give you the virus. As long as they're taking their medication every day, all the time, then you can't pass it on.
Because that's also
HIV
a thing.
light.
Yeah. Yeah. 0. Coke 080.
It's light. It's 0.03%.
It's chilling. It's not going to do anything to you.
That's
what
also,
they're saying.
It's a thing with mothers who have HIV and they're pregnant.
Yes.
If they take their ARVs, the child can be born without.
Yes. So
HIV.
there's special care that we do for them. So there's different types. So as I was saying, the viral load, the amount of copies in your body is very, very important. So you have a mom that's been taking her ARV, she's taking care of herself. That's most women. They then take their treatment, baby is born, they go on a single dose syrup that you give them for 6 weeks.
Sure.
So post birth shame, they get like a test immediately. And then it's a big needle and they heal. And you have to, it's horrible. I don't like doing it, but we have to do it. They do the PCR test, so we look specifically for the virus versus the finger prick looks for how your body is reacted to the HIV. So it looks for antibodies. So at 6 weeks, you do another test, and if that test is negative, then the baby goes off of treatment. Mom can exclusively breastfeed for 6 months. She doesn't need to take, baby doesn't need to take anything else, just her breast milk. If anything prevents her from giving the breast milk and we go into the formula, then baby can't go back to the breast, must stick to the formula. Yeah.
Another big crisis that we have in our country is rape.
Yeah.
And that's a massive, massive topic. It's like one of the rape capitals of the world, South Africa. And we're hearing about it more and more. And the sad thing is it's happening to so many women, and some don't even speak about it, even though...
Because sometimes you're married and being raped.
Exactly. And I'm sure working in the clinic space as a midwife, there's been a lot of cases of young women coming through to the clinic as a result of rape that has become a pregnancy.
Yeah, as a student, we actually had to go to a crisis center. Then I worked at a teddy bear clinic as well. We give children teddy bears so that they have someone to speak to while they tell us what happened to them. So those children and adults, also even men as well, you might be shocked that there's also guys that are being exposed to the virus because they're also being raped. Yes.
They don't talk about it.
Yeah, it's so embarrassing that like as a man you were overpowered. You know, that's how it's seen. So it's Women's Month and we must focus on men. I always try to include everybody in it.
That's not I'm just saying, most of the time you don't hear about those stories. Obviously, like nobody wants to speak about it. But it's the shocking reality of rape and the crisis that we face at times where it's everyone is at risk of being raped.
Yeah. So that's, I actually personally I don't actually watch the news or listen to radio or anything like that because people are forcing you to take this information. But like if you exposed to it, then it's something else. Yeah.
How do you handle that as a professional?
Yeah.
Sometimes do you not feel like breaking down because those
I break down all
situations
the
are
time. Just not at work. Yeah, you have to have outlets. So also that's another thing. If you're really passionate about being in the space and you actually want to be there, then you kind of marry all the emotions that you're feeling. And as I was saying, like you learn the skill to not be numb per se, but just to be neutral and see which way we need to go and which direction the patient or the client is taking. But of course, always to try and make sure that they're okay. I'd never let anyone walk away from me if they're not okay. Just emotionally, like if you're not in a good state. So also social workers can get involved with that. Psychiatrists, psychologists. There is a bigger team that then they can get involved. So that the nurse is always the person that's initially there first. Yeah.
Sure.
Wow.
Let's talk about these IV drips quickly.
What are the different ones?
What did you give us, and what other stuff can we come for, and can we request things based on how we want to feel?
Yeah.
Can we request things based on our moods?
How we want to look, skin, glow.
Yes.
Can I get something to help me not eat a lot? You know, that kind of stuff.
Weight loss.
100%. So we have standard drips. They all go for 900 Rand. So the one that I gave it to you guys now, because you guys are athletic.
Thank you. Thanks.
I would say so myself.
Thank you.
So just an energy boost as well.
Yeah.
So there was thiamine in there was magnesium, there was vitamin B, and then the actual medication or the Vaccolito or the drip has got what's called sodium chloride. It's a fluid that you can doesn't react negatively with your blood. So it's just an energy booster. So all our vitamins, the vitamin drips, medical aid doesn't pay for it, so because it's considered a cosmetic procedure, because you feel that you need it. They are coming, as I'm saying, they are becoming more and more popular. We were talking off air about food, and how our food is being made now. It's not as nutritious as it was probably like 10 years ago, because there's more of us, and also how it's being made as well, so that there can be food for everyone to eat. So you might not always get your nutritional, your daily nutritional requirements from just the food that you're eating all the time. Some people don't like tablets. I'm part of those some people.
Yes.
I can't swallow tablets, but I make other people swallow tablets.
I hate tablets.
So a drip, and I'm sure you felt it was only painful when you took it out, but we use a smaller size needle. It's less than 30 minutes to get one. You can, if you want to take it regularly, then you can take it every month. But we would then also just check on your levels. Like with the vitamin Bs, we have to check that if you find it. If you don't need any more, then we won't give more than what you need. Yeah.
So they can come in different things. I'm just thinking, Josh, what if you feel like, hey, maybe I need more protein?
No, I don't think you get
protein. No, you can't get protein.
Can't.
You have to eat.
That you
Oh,
eat, bro.
damn
Yeah,
it.
that you have to eat.
'Cause I was gonna
Carbs
say,
you have
imagine.
to eat. It's the vitamins and the minerals.
It's vitamins. Okay, so you
Yeah.
might
For
be
weight
like
loss, what do you
fish
put in?
eye. What's it? Fish oils, or what are they called?
Yeah.
Those? What are those things called?
So there's different ones. So you get the weight loss ones. You get ones for sports performance and recovery. So for example, as I'm saying, if you're someone that goes to the gym a lot, there's certain elements that you need for working out, and then for recovery, you need magnesium just to help the
Train.
muscles. Yes.
Train creatine.
Yes. And
That would be cool.
then with the skin glow ones, which the ladies love so much,
Ladies.
I'm actually trying to get someone to get facials while we do those. I think it'll add to it.
That would work. Yeah.
Yeah. So that the ladies really like the glutathione.
I've seen the influencers do that one.
Yes. Let's talk about that. Why is it?
for glutathione?
Yeah. So why is it that that's one of the misconceptions about drips.
Yeah.
That it's like for celebs and high-end
Yeah.
people and this. But like you said, 900 Rand is actually pretty decent until, because I would rather pay 900 Rand to have something that gives me a B12 and all that than pay 1,800 Rand to now start paying for medication when I'm actually sick.
Yes.
So that's that's kind of the trade-off that you got to keep
Does
in
it
mind.
replace that though completely, the use of medication?
No,
It
when I
wouldn't
say
replace, but
medication,
what it's trying to say, taking care of himself.
yes, you're taking care of
Earlier.
yourself. So what I'm saying is you might get,
Preventative.
it might help you like a flu
Long-term.
vaccine, Yeah. So it's not just influencers and high-end and
No.
the housewives.
Yeah, definitely just the regular Joe,
Yeah.
Like
you
us.
know,
Even
Nancy.
men.
Anyone who needs the boost
Yeah.
and feels that they do need it, they should. Well, they're trying to get the medical aids on board, but medical aids are just like, why aren't you eating food?
Oh.
That's what they're saying. But our lifestyles aren't so simple. Like we don't all actually come home at 5 o'clock and able to cook a meal and eat it. Wake up in the morning, be able to make breakfast, pack a lunch for the whole day. But we don't have that time. Some
True.
people do have the money, but you don't actually have the time to do that.
Sure.
So that's
Like
why
in
we also do
American
house
movies
calls.
when they're making breakfast in the morning. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to have this quick and I'm out. Same story as all of
It
us.
would be
Yes.
cool if Vitality could give us some like discount points
Maybe
because
like
they
one
do that
trip
for the
every
gym.
3 months or 4 months or
because if
something.
they do it, they incentivize us to exercise. So this could be another
Or if you've
incentive.
reached so many hours of working out.
Yeah,
Here's your free drip.
Yeah.
that's pretty
Like
cool.
with the smoothies and everything.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Sister Mbali Tshabalala, this has been a great chat. This has been an awesome chat.
Thank you.
We thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
You seem to be a person who really, really, really deeply cares, which is so nice to see. It's so refreshing. It's awesome that you really care about helping people. You can see that it's been your passion from the start. You said you failed like 3 times at certain things and you stayed at it. So please just keep it up. I hope more moms come see you as a midwife, because you certainly know what you're talking about, which is very comforting, especially as a pops to hear. So yeah, thank you so much for your time, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Take care.
We are wrapping that one up. Dan will either put this together with the vlog where we had our checkup, boys and girls. So
And we
have your
investigate
checkup.
Chaka's prostate.
Yeah, we do, in a non-invasive way.
Oh.
DK Wellness Clinic and IV Bar. We are here. We are going to be shooting mad things. These for baking.
No. We will be collecting a fluid, which is your urine, because it's part of our full body assessment and our wellness tests.
Okay.
Okay.
How far do we?
Okay.
I see there's milliliters here.
No,
so
as it says 20 mils. But if you have more to give me, that's great. So I can see the color and everything like that. But
what are you looking for in the color?
Okay, so the color, it has to be amber.
Amber,
Yes.
like the robot.
Yes.
why?
Or like straw color, because it's a sign that you are hydrated. You're not dehydrated or overly hydrated. So someone who's diabetic will pass a lot of urine
Yellow.
and will be clear. So that's a yes.
I thought that was a good thing.
I thought that was good because mine's clear.
But when you pee into the toilet, it gets diluted, so it appears clear. But if you have to pee in a cup, it might not be clear. Yeah, it might have a yellow tinge to it.
Sometimes mine is looking like apple juice, bro.
Yeah, so you haven't had any water there.
Yeah, not today though. Or Oros. Oros.
Yeah.
Okay. Coca-Cola.
This is also to test if there's any like enlargement in your prostate.
Okay.
Because someone who does have an enlarged prostate won't be able to do that.
Okay.
So I must pee and then pause.
Stop the
Pee
pee
and then
while you're peeing. You stop it and then you pee into the cup.
Yeah.
Then you stop.
Yeah.
Then you continue to the toilet or the urinal.
Can I watch you do it so I know how to do
Not a chance. Cool. So we are going for this urine test now with Sister Mbali.
Well, she's not coming with us.
Yeah, no, she's not coming with us.
I'll
but-
supervise.
Yes, and I'll supervise you.
Yeah.
We are doing a wellness check today, so we're gonna see what that's like, and then, yeah, I think, guys, as men, it's so important to actually try this. We do have a lot of silly questions. Please forgive us, but I think it's good for you guys to learn too. So let's see what it does. I keep looking at it because I'm just worried about the length of this thing, but that's got nothing to do
Bro,
with
you will
anything.
top it up in
It's just
seconds.
more. Yeah, right. Anyway, cool. See you shortly. Do not.
There you go.
Okay, Josh, move. Go.
Okay.
Mine looks like appetizer.
Yeah.
What does yours
She had told us so I could have a little bit of coffee. I mean, water.
What does yours look like color-wise?
Hey, bro, this is looking. I'm concerned about my health.
Your mine's hot, bro.
Yeah, I was just about to ask how warm was yours.
Mine is so hot, bro. I don't know you had to do so less, bro. I just had a lot of stuff to drink.
Okay, well done. You guys are very hydrated, well hydrated.
Are we?
Yeah.
She said you're not supposed to come out with the
Oh, okay. Sorry. Damn.
It's specimen.
Okay, we in. We back in. What are you saying about this color?
Okay, so let's look at the
That's a cynic
color.
thing. That's got
This is the fun part about being a nurse, because you have to actually smell it as well. Okay. So this is how-
Do you smell it in front of people?
Well,
It's
you
like a
would have
taste
gone
testing.
out to the bathroom. So we look at the color, so I can see right here. There's no sediments, nothing. It smells well. It's good, but not good.
Tasty.
No, can't see.
No.
Then,
Okay, now what's going on there? What's that?
okay, so this is a urine dipstick. You just dip it in for a second. Then, okay, there's
It's like a litmus paper.
Yeah, no, like
I remember
this
that.
paper does the pH. It smells normal. So if there's an offensive smell, if I had to smell it and I was like, then we know that there's something growing in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Then there's also, if you're diabetic, you can, I don't know, I can't even describe the smell of sugar, but there's a distinct smell for diabetic as well. And can't say smell of sugar, but there's just a smell that it comes with. So those are usually the three defining ones
Yeah.
that you're looking for. Yeah.
Okay. Moment of truth.
So what's going on here?
Okay, so what we're looking at is that we're looking at the leukocytes, so signs of infection, nitrates, that's when the bacteria is actually creating. If you have something growing there,
I've got a problem there.
Cells.
Yellow and green.
Okay, so that's just a trace of it. So it's a plus minus. That is for protein. And then your pH is at 5. There's no blood in your urine. Then your specific gravity, which I was telling you that I can see there's no sediments in there, so we're not expecting it to be high. So it's 1030. Ketones you've eaten. So if you hadn't eaten, I would have been able to see.
Oh,
that you
wow.
hadn't eaten.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the protein can pick up even in females. So if she's had intercourse, you would have been able to pick that up.
So has he
what's that?
No, he has not.
He is a bearer. He's got semen in him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I'm a human being.
Yeah.
I thought that he showed that he had intercourse.
No.
Those little cells that remain behind, those are the ones that
Yeah.
make you pregnant.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what you're seeing there, brother.
Yes.
Well done, bro.
So we have
Fertile boys.
bilirubin as well, then that's also protein. And then if it's going out into the urine, then we know that there might be like a heart problem that's affecting blood vessels and then glucose, so you don't have diabetes.
All right, Josh. Hey.
That was stressful.
That was very stressful.
Hey, Josh.
Right. Oh, a lot of different colors here,
Hey,
big
so
guy.
leukocytes done, nitrates is nothing, neuroglobulin is nothing. See, because you're a guy, there's a little bit of a, yes.
What were you doing before we came
Age
here?
is 6.5, so our normal should be around 7, but it can be a little bit more acidic as well. So yeah.
I did sense a little bit of acid fizz, yeah.
Okay, so the eels, no, I was about to say, no, there's no
Yo.
blood. There is no blood. Okay,
Nice,
so
Joshy.
severity is fine.
Nice boy.
Those are looking good.
Yeah, you've had a little meal this morning.
Okay.
No protein, and you're not diabetic.
Wow. But that's quite a blue, hey? That blue.
Yeah.
It's the same blue.
Yeah, it's the same blue.
Oh, okay.
Yours is also the blue.
Yeah, nice.
So we good.
We're good.
All right, for now, we still need to do the fingerprint, finger prick.
Yeah.
Thank you, sister.
Must I spill my wee or?
No, she's got gloves on.
Oh. Okay. Oh, you just put this thing on. Hygiene.
Flash, you guys flash?
Yes, yeah, this is quite convenient for men, to be honest. That's quite a difference between.
I also
men and
don't
females.
like this thing, bro.
Yeah, I like it because in a space like this, you can have 3, whereas females need
Yeah.
extra toilets.
I like it because you can make your ting ting rest on it.
No, don't rest on it.
That's what it's for, bro. It's a couch.
There's germs there.
It's germs. It's like HP or something.
Yeah. Now, then that's going to change the color of the.
Well, I'm fine. I'm fine for now. It's not a rest station. Make sure I was joking.
Yeah, you're not resting.
Don't put anything to rest on that ting ting.
Oh,
Can we help you with anything here?
The gloves.
everything, yeah?
Okay. Right.
Hey.
Okay, so first things first, pH levels are good. What else?
Urine is clean.
Urine's clean and we fertile, bro.
And we fertile.
Fertile.
Lovely. More children.
Elite.
More children to come.
Hey, bro, don't do this thing, bro.
What thing?
They did a Chaka, what's that thing that they did to me, bro? They like put it up your rectum. Yeah, bro. I promise. Have you not done it?
No.
Oh, your first time?
No. I'm not a client. I'm on next door.
Oh, yo, I thought you were going in, bro. Yo. Chucks, how come you're not limping, bro?
Why would I?
I was just telling him he's going for his now, and that thing that they put in.
Oh, yeah.
Yo.
Luckily, I'm strong though.
Hey, bro, for me, it's new. I'm joking. Hello, I'm Josh.
Hi, Josh, how are you?
Aren't we doing a prostate check here?
Yeah, we are, but we're not touching each other.
Yes, it's non-invasive.
I thought it was in. I was gonna help you. Just give me a glove. I'll get involved.
I don't want this man touching me. Take me.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to do your blood pressure first. So that the readings are not affected, you just need to relax, breathe.
Don't
and
flex.
Don't flex.
I'm not flexing, by the way.
Let me just get on the bed with you, actually, to be honest. I'm just gonna get on the fucking bed with him.
Not say much, because it affects your breathing.
Copy.
Okay, it hasn't started yet, so you
I
can...
didn't see you. I don't know, you came in close there. How are you feeling?
It is better on the other side for any other medical person that's watching, because it's closest to your heart, but we do it on the side.
We can. I can
go
turn.
on, okay.
Yeah, sorry. Let's
Can
let's.
sit. Let's do the right.
I also want you to tell us who's got a bigger bicep. So when it goes around, you need
This is too much. I can't compare you guys.
Thank you, Mbali. Can't compare.
You can't compare.
How are you feeling, boys?
I'm feeling fine. I'm just trying to get the blood pressure at a good rate, just so nobody panics.
Okay, deep breaths.
Thank you.
Okay, this is definitely going to affect the reading.
Yes,
Is it?
see.
Yeah, psychological.
Oh,
as well.
okay,
Deep
back up.
breaths, deep
Bro, we gotta
breaths.
stay away. We gotta give him his chance to breathe quietly.
Someone's got a big bicep.
Thank you.
Yo. That thing's stretching.
Sorry, it does get tight.
That's fine. Mbali just said she's not used to men of the stature in the clinic. I appreciate you. Thank you.
That's the machine insult me.
Right, so it's blood pressure check first.
Yes.
Okay.
Then we'll do a finger prick.
And then it's finger prick, and then
Prostate.
Yeah.
and then it's prostate.
Your arm is big. You have a big arm.
Thank you, Mbali.
Hey.
That's not me, it's the machine.
I'm blushing.
It's a big arm. It's a big arm. It's a big arm there.
It's a big arm there. No, for real.
Thank you.
I'm not even...
Thank you, Mbali. Thank you. Let it be known. Sister even said it. Sister Mbali said it.
biceps and the triceps. Okay, the reading's going to go because we're talking. I think that's why. Sorry.
Okay, well, what is it saying anyway?
It's just applying pressure. That's all.
Okay.
It hasn't given us a reading.
It's taking a while.
It's going up. It's because we're talking. Sorry.
Okay.
How am I doing now?
I'm sorry.
You failed.
Just relax. No, you didn't fail.
Okay.
There's no passing or failing here. Just need to
You got a son.
relax.
We're gonna try it again?
Yeah, we're going to try it again.
Okay, hold on to this while we try this again.
Perfect.
128 over 82.
That's a great blood pressure. The normal is 120 over 80.
Can I do my next?
mine?
So yours is 128 over 82. So
Is that good?
yeah, that's great. So the systolic, which is a pressure that is exerted by the heart when it pumps, is supposed to be at 120, yours is 128.
That's good.
Then when the heart relaxes, it's called the diastolic. Yours is at 82, it's supposed to be 80. So it's like textbook perfect.
So he's
Pulse is
perfect.
74, so you're relatively fit. So between 60 and 100.
Relatively fit.
No, you are.
The relatively was
Yeah.
important.
I don't know what you're up to, so I
Let's get
can't-
involved. Let's get involved.
So I'm
Okay,
on
okay.
82, hey?
Perfect. The difference is literally 2. Those are practically the same. Very healthy.
What you saying? What you saying, boy? What you saying? What you saying?
Pardon?
Okay, this doesn't say who's healthier. Carry on.
No, they're both healthy because it's like within the normal ranges.
I don't know
so
why this
that's
has to be a
good.
competition. You need to be yourself.
What you
128.
Okay.
This. I need to see the calibration certificate first.
Okay.
Let's start there.
gonna say one at a time.
Yeah, one at a time.
Yes, exactly. One at a time. So we can't both be on it.
Yeah.
So you go first, bro.
Jeez,
If you have shoes on, what you're wearing is fine.
I've got boxers on.
why don't you stand on that thing?
So I put my boxers.
Go for it. Go for it.
No, you're fine. What you have on is
No,
okay.
you
It's
go
not like you have
first. I need
jackets
the
or whatever it
undies.
is. Shouldn't be more than a kilogram.
hundreds. I need hundreds. I think.
How heavy are these mics? How heavy are these mics? These mics are heavy, right?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about sweetheart. Don't worry about sweetheart. Dan, I want you to get the numbers in here, please.
Okay, ready, ma'am?
Yes, I am ready. Don't knock down the cup.
That's not bad, bro.
99.87.
Let's go. That's not bad, boy. That's not bad, boy. You my boy, boy. Let's go.
Okay, I must say I was 106, so that's a good result. Yeah.
Well done.
I'm sure I'm
done.
like
I'm wearing-
70, 76,
Well done.
75, 76, 70.
Head up.
76.9. My boy's got to gain some pounds here.
I think that's a good one.
A little bit of kwashiorkor.
Kwashiorkor.
Yoko.
Whoa. That went wild very quickly. Okay, so we do the prostate test the same time as the HIV test, but the HIV test, remember, is confidential. So we'll do the finger prick, and then I'm not too sure if you would like to do an HIV test on air or...
Doesn't matter.
I'm
Are
fine.
you married? You guys
I'm
fine? You okay?
I'm a married
Okay.
man, so this will...
Okay, so but this is not ethical at all. We shouldn't be doing it like this.
What, the HIV test?
Yeah.
Take out the HIV test and
Okay,
we'll just
we'll
do
just do the prostate.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
focus on ethics.
Yeah.
Show us what non-invasive looks
So invasive would be feeling if the prostate is thick. What are you doing?
Relax, bro. Relax. We said non-invasive. Pull your pants back up. My goodness, apologies.
I said, but everyone will never see them epilates. I was just like, okay, go for my bum. It's okay. It's okay.
It's a bum prick or something. No?
No.
Okay, so invasive is...
Invasive would be us inserting our finger into your rectum.
Sorry?
To feel if the prostate is enlarged.
Let's do one invasive and one
Okay, so
non-invasive.
we don't do
Do it yourself.
we don't do the bodily invasion. We do a finger prick. It is still invasion, but it's not as bad as going into the rectum.
Never mind. I think I was about to ask a stupid question.
No,
ask,
there's
bro.
no
No
such
such
thing.
Move on.
There's no such
Move
thing.
on.
No, can't ask us. Now we want to know.
No,
Ask, bro.
no, it's fine. It's
What
fine.
happens if...
Here with each other.
I was just gonna ask.
Yes.
Okay, don't worry.
Yeah.
But let me just.
Ask us.
Okay.
It's okay.
The invasive one. We're talking. Why do you have to go in the rectum to get to a prostate? I thought it was scrotum.
No, so scrotum is outside.
Okay.
Right? That's where the testicles are. They do come up if you guys are feeling cold or whatever it is.
Yes.
They do, but not into the body.
Yes.
Right? So inside the body you have the bladder for guys. That's what's there. Underneath the bladder is a little small walnut shaped gland, and that is the prostate. If it's not enlarged, so if we go in and we won't feel like a little bump or swelling. So the rectum is right there. So your poo passes there.
Oh, okay.
So that's the easiest access for us to the prostate because we can't go through the penis.
Okay.
Yeah,
Makes
the hole
sense.
is just
Okay.
tiny.
Thank
and I
you.
think that would be even worse.
Yeah, that would be very sore. The
That's
urethra.
when they put a catheter on.
Yes.
So if I had to put a catheter in and there's resistance, then we know that there's an obstruction.
That's trouble.
But we wouldn't be able to say that it's at the prostate specifically,
okay.
or after the prostate, or before the prostate.
Okay. What's the non-invasive one looking like?
Okay, non-invasive looking
Poke
like
and
after the
nose,
blood
please.
pressure, it's a finger prick.
That's it.
So this is looking for the specific antigen. It's PCA, as you can see here, prostate-specific antigen that is released by the prostate. So
Okay.
if it's above 2.6, and this thing will start to detect if it's above 3. If it's above 3, then I would then write you a referral letter and you'll go to a doctor for them to see. Then it gets a bit invasive.
Okay.
Yeah. So a doctor would go in, you did spend quite a bit of time there.
Copy.
So, yeah. So we're trying to prevent you from doing all of that if this is negative.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. I'm gonna hold this.
No. I'm scared.
Okay, I'm gonna do one person
I'm
first because
scared.
it's mixture of blood.
Thumb or index? Doesn't matter.
Index side of the index. The thumb you need it for your fingerprints.
Oh, okay.
And there's a pulse there, so there's more bleeding.
Okay.
Okay, we do the side. Sorry.
Yeah, this is chilled for now.
Okay.
Okay, what's that?
Let it dry up.
What's that? Is that a needle?
Yeah, this is the needle. Okay, do you want me to count you down?
Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. That's all. That's all.
It's not that sore, but it's sore.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Sometimes that's how you feel for me.
Sorry.
A little prick.
Just gonna bring your hand down a little bit more.
And that? What's that?
For me to draw up the blood.
Oh, do I suck it now?
No.
Oh,
Oh well,
Sorry.
it's your blood.
Blood is looking a little bit light though.
light skin blood.
Yellow.
We're all the same inside.
So now the results. 1,
Mbali, you shaking.
2. Am I shaking? Yeah.
What's going on?
So this is what non-invasive means. I thought you would have still liked,
Yeah.
I don't know, like
Pools.
something
Yeah.
just
Something.
Yeah. No touching. No touching.
wow.
Because the cancer would be growing by that area. It's at the back.
Oh,
And we're all trying to avoid going into there.
time, eh?
So what? How do you know now?
Okay, so we have to wait. So if it's on the C line or the reaction line, that means it's negative. And then once it's on the test line, then we know it's positive. It works the same as an HIV test or a pregnancy test.
Yo, I was wondering it's going to C now. I'm like, yo, why is it going to C?
Yeah, that line has to be there.
Oh. Yo, bro, this is stressful. I didn't know the terms and conditions before I did it. Like, I didn't know. I thought if it hit C, It's trouble.
No.
But she just explained it to you.
Yeah, but beforehand, when I did it, I was like, what's going
Yeah,
on?
even with the HIV test and the
Yeah.
pregnancy test as well. Like I think the HIV test doesn't have the reaction line, just has a T.
And the T stands for again?
So if it's a test line, so if it goes changes color, that means it's the positive. Yeah.
There's a line that's forming by the C there.
Why?
Yeah, the C and the R because it's
that fine?
negative. Yeah, it's fine. It has to show there.
Congratulations, big guy. Very nice and chilled though. Hey guys, not as stressful as you'd think. I mean,
We're doing this to make it chill for you watching.
yeah, but it's very easy to get done. So it's quite important. We're going to talk about it in the podcast as to why it's important, but it's quite easy actually.
Okay. We're just waiting for Chaka's prostate results. Today was amazing. We had a good time. We found out our weights, our pressure, our prostate results. I think it's really important for guys to get this done. Very stressful at the start, but very easy, non-invasive, no fingers, nowhere. We're good.
Yeah, gents, just get it done. It's easy. Check yourself. Make sure you're in good health. We know what's happening out there going forward. So, yeah, just get it done. I'm getting double-barreled here now.
Sorry.
I didn't miss the thing. I'm getting double-barreled.
Okay, everyone keep calm. We've got this. Okay, you can just twist. Sorry. And just twist it out.
Right, so we've just wrapped up an amazing episode with Mbali Tshabalala. What is quite important is how you're going to reach out to her. So she's going to let you guys know where you find her, what she actually does further. Some of the stuff we didn't touch on the pod, but I think it's quite important information. Let's go, Mbals.
Okay, so we are DK Wellness Clinic and IV Bar. We're at 151 Musgrave Road. And you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok as DK Wellness_IV Bar. Other services that we do provide is that we do house calls and we do corporate wellness days. So with the house calls, we do postpartum visits where we check on mom and the baby. We also do immunizations. If you're on holiday, somewhere in Durban as well, we do come to you if you're at a hotel, whatever it is, we can give you your care there, as well as we do corporate wellness days. If you have something at work and you'd like to invite us, we're your people.
Yes, skip the queue. Have them come to you.
Trip and drown.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
That was so cool.